Cameron Butterfly here, and today I'm going to be kicking it back to my first video and doing some facts for you guys. Except for this time, I'm going to be mixing it up with some lovely fandom facts. I'm in a tropic club. Recently, my favorite MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe character has actually been Captain America, and I do dearly love Captain America, but I never really got into his comics, and until recently, he was my favorite character, though. And, speaking of until recently, that implies I have a new favorite cinematic character, and we are introducing the lovely movie Homecoming, which brought to us Spider-Man, and I think that movie really kicked me into liking Spider-Man in that cinematic universe. I really liked him. I really like how Tom Holland plays him. I don't know. I just feel like he's good at playing both. I don't know. But he definitely made Spider-Man my favorite cinematic character, and which is a good thing because if you can't tell, I really like Spider-Man anyway. And for as long as I can remember, Spider-Man has always been my favorite comic book character. So if we're going to gauge it this way, which is how I'm going to gauge it, I have 2 suitcases and a box full of comics, and a suitcase and half of that box is all Spider-Man comics. I was going to count them today, but I can't seem to find the suitcase. So it's fine. I know where it probably is, but yeah. Just like most people, I've read into the Ultimate Spider-Man. I feel like the Ultimate Spider-Man is kind of like the big thing where like all of the like TV shows and cinematic universes come from. Of course, you have Peter Parker, the Amazing Spider-Man. I love that one as well. I think I have a lot of that. I'm not gonna lie, I have a large, massive Spider-Man comics, but none of them are a complete set of any of the comics. So, I actually have an average kind of collection of comics for a beginner collector, as I've been collecting, if you would say, collecting comics since around 6th grade. So, for me, I personally think I have a lot of comics, but then I see other people's collections, and it's not that much. But I still consider myself a beginner collector because I didn't really start collecting comics until really I started getting comics around 6th grade, and then I think around 9th and 10th grade I really started like buckling down and like Spider-Man, this is what I'm getting, this is what I'm doing, and trying to organize everything and write down what comics I have so I can collect other comics. So if you guys want videos on that, let me know. I would love to hear that. And of course, my next favorite animated movie is gonna have to be Spider-Man related. Now hold up. Hear me out. I know I've said Spider-Man a lot in this video, but I just want to say the Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse is by far my favorite animated movie I've watched in a really long time. It's like I was watching the comic book unfold in front of me, and it was one of my favorite depictions of Spider-Man by far, even though I've never heard anything good about the comics really. I've heard that they're average. So when I watched that movie, I was like, wow, why would people think this is average? That is so crazy. But I probably will get into the comics and see what everybody's talking about. But I could probably do a whole entire video just on Into the Spider-Verse. Now, let's get into live action movies. My favorite live-action movies is actually nothing to do with the Marvel or Spider-Man universe. Oh my god, crazy, right? I know. It has nothing to do with comic books. It's actually the Harry Potter series. It's by far my favorite live-action series. I can rewatch and rewatch that. I rewatch that at least 4 times a year. I know, crazy, but, you know. I don't think that's a lot compared to some people, though. But I love the movies. I definitely do. My favorite one by far is actually Goblet of Fire, and I can't tell you why that's my favorite movie. It just kind of is when I'm watching it. But a fun fact that's gonna get me in a little bit of trouble by the Harry Potter community. I've only read 3 out of the 7 books. Yeah. Why? I can't tell you why. It's like, I think I just like kind of started, I didn't even start in order. I started with the last book because I was going to read it before the last movie came out because I was old enough to see it then. Of course, the first one, Philosopher's Stone, Sorcerer's Stone, whichever you want to call it. And what was the other one I read? I want to say I read Prisoners of Azkaban. Did I read that one? I don't know. But I think that's the one I read. But I know. Horrible. So sad that I've only read 3 out of the 7 books. Getting a box set of the books and reading through all of those the rest of the summer or maybe next year while I'm in school. So I actually like the Harry Potter series so much that I actually have 2 cats out of my 4 that are named after the lovely Harry Potter series. Here comes one now. This little guy doesn't want to be here, but this little guy is Dementor. Me and my dad actually both named him, and we love him, even though he doesn't want to be here right now. Okay, bye, Dementor. I love you. So this is Dobby. No, he doesn't have full socks, but he has ankle socks, right? That's cute. Okay, here you go. You can go back down. 2 of my 4 cats are actually named after characters in the Harry Potter series. Woo! I can also rewatch a movie called Fangirl all the time. Like, if I'm feeling down, I go straight to the movie Fangirl and watch that because it makes me so happy. I can rewatch it all the time, whenever. It came on ABC, and the whole reason I watched it was because All Time Low was supposed to be in it, but they only showed Alex talk. Jack got a lot of talk. Alex and Jack got talked about, and then I think Ryan and Zach were shown like this much in the movie, which I was a little disappointed about, but I'm still gonna like watch the movie because I love the boys, and I really like it. Like, that movie made me realize that, like, I don't know, it just, I was really into film then, but like, then I was even more into film then. I don't know, it's weird, but I really like that movie. So I would say check that movie out, but not a lot of people like that movie. Everyone says it's like a high schooler filmed it, but I like it. Apparently I like bad movies. I don't know, but yeah. So I think that's all the time we have for today. So stay tuned for some more facts. I may do some more of these. I may do some about the TV series, and I may do some about music. I don't know if you guys want that, but I may do that in the future. So stay tuned for that, or stay tuned for other videos. I have a lot of fandom videos coming up. I have a bullet journal video coming up, and whenever I get my SD card reader back, I will be posting a video about my lovely, lovely kittens, which I have 4, so it's a lot of cuteness. So yeah, stay tuned for that. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you want to see more of my face, or check out my channel if you'd like, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I'm thinking of doing a Q&A for my birthday, so drop some questions down below if you want it, or go and tweet those questions at me. So I'm gonna sign off. So peace out, rock on, I love you all. Don't forget to grow your wings, fly high, subscribe, make sure everyone knows your name. Love from my screen to yours. Bye, my little butterflies. Cameron.